You know what? I'm not too much into horror games, especially on the Nintendo DS of all games, but Dementium back on the Nintendo DS was my jam. It honestly really creeped me out back then. Dementium, and also, this isn't a horror game, but I remember Spectrobes as well. I think that's how you say it. But yeah, speaking of DS, what are your favorite Nintendo DS games? Could be horror or otherwise. Hey guys, it's Rob here, and welcome back to the RoboChan Show, where we take the gaming news format that channels like Spawnwave or Arlo do, add a dash of animation and some cool editing on top to bring you your gaming news, leaks, and rumors in a fresh new way. If you're new here and want to be kept up on everything gaming, make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave a like if you enjoy the video and dislike if not. In this video, we are going to talk about the latest Nintendo news, leaks, and rumors, which includes 3DS and Wii U news, sad news in fact for those who play online with those consoles, some Nintendo Switch 2 rumors as well, some new things have appeared and things that I want to talk about, and other cool tidbits that have to do with Nintendo. This video isn't going to be too long, it's not going to be too edited either, as I want to get back to adding more animations to the new character and make my channel artwork as well for the banner and junk. Going to be doing a whole channel makeover. Also, I do have to work in the morning too. There's also that. So first up, let's talk about the first Nintendo Switch 2 rumor that popped up. So if you guys have been keeping up with the Nintendo Switch 2 rumblings, which honestly is kind of hard because there is just so much going on right now, there are some rumblings about it. This is what Stealth on Twitter had to say about it. I see we've gotten some new Switch successor rumors. Per, and I'm gonna try to not butcher this name, Necrolit. Far Cry 7 is coming to Switch 2 at the same time as the other platform. Per Zippo, a 2D Donkey Kong game is in development. The 3D Mario launch game is open world in, quote, jaw-dropping, end quote. Now, quick thoughts on this. Again, not much time here. I actually have to go to bed in 30 minutes at the time of this recording. We know that a 2D Donkey Kong game, or some Donkey Kong game, is in development, or I shouldn't say no, it's still rumored, I should say. It's been rumored for quite some time, actually, but we didn't know if it was 2D or 3D. If I recall, that was the big question among a lot of Nintendo fans is this rumored Donkey Kong game gonna be 2D or 3D? So according to Zippo, who is a pretty iffy leaker if you ask me from what I've seen, so take it with a grain of salt, he's saying that it's gonna be a 2D Donkey Kong game. So now we do know some of that if this rumor does end up being true, that is. But the Mario 3D launch game is kind of a no-brainer in my opinion, and it's gonna be an open world Mario game. So I wonder if they're gonna build upon Mario Odyssey, or maybe a whole new Mario game with a different art style and kind of a different gimmick, because every Mario game seems to have some kind of gimmick, and I mean that in the best way possible. I think giving it a different art style and making it really stylistic could be really cool, kind of like what they did with Mario Wonder. Which, speaking of Mario Wonder, it seems that Metro has released their previews for their game, and it says some interesting things. This is what Stealth on Twitter has to say about it. He does a pretty good recap. Game of the Year contender, potentially the best 2D platformer since Yoshi's Island, and here's something really exciting, for me anyways. The stages are really creative, which in my opinion, that is something that I personally do need in a Mario game. I need these stages to be replayable because I like playing through stages that I really like over and over and over again. So it's good to hear that that is in Mario Odyssey. I mean, not Mario Odyssey, Mario Wonder. Now turning our attention back to the Nintendo Switch 2 stuff, we do have some more info again. Well, kinda. This is what my Nintendo News tweeted out. Gaming Insider says that we will see a lot of multi-platform announcements in the next 12 to 18 months. Now this means the Nintendo Switch 2 should be launching in 2024, if not at the very least early 2025. Again, assuming that this is true, which is kind of a no-brainer when you're saying, oh, at least 18 months. I mean, that is quite a lot of time to just be right about. It gives them a pretty big window, you know what I mean? So that does kind of raise some red flags in my mind when I hear this. Now, my Nintendo News also tweeted out a tweet that says Capcom is currently developing Monster Hunter 6 for the Nintendo Switch, which is very interesting because we know that usually there aren't a lot of Monster Hunter games for other platforms, or they come later on, like, you know, Monster Hunter Rise that came for PC eventually. I'm not too sure if it's on the PS5 and Xbox Series X. I'd have to look that up. But yeah, seeing a Monster Hunter game launch near or alongside the rumored Mario game would be fantastic. And last but not least, we have the DS horror classic Dementium the Ward, which is coming to the Nintendo Switch eShop, which I cannot wait for. If you guys didn't know, this was one of the horror games on the Nintendo DS that I just absolutely loved. It scared the crap out of me, but I just loved it. I have a very funny situation when it comes to horror in general. I love horror, and I don't like being scared. You know the moment when you get scared and your heart is racing. I love it, but I don't like it at the same time. Like when it happens and I get scared, I'm like, oh my god, that's horrible. And then like 2 seconds later, I'm like, I kind of want that again. I kind of want that to happen again. So that's my thing with horror. So I do like horror, but I don't like horror at the same time. It's hard to explain. But yeah, that's going to be hitting the Nintendo Switch on October 12th, and I am definitely going to buy it and pick it up and maybe even stream it. You guys can see me be a scaredy cat on stream. That should be fun. Now, that's all the rumors and little tidbits that I've personally found. Like I said, short video, not too long, not too much editing. I wanted to get back to finishing that slime form and other animations for the new character, and eventually make new ones for the Switch head character as well. So I definitely want to be more creative on channel and make these videos a lot better and closer to that animation style that I want to get. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you have a good one and take care.